It's not my intent to fight with anybody at that time. I have a different plan there.
Right there, threat. All right, Jesse on Fire, welcome back. So it's early in the morning, but I got to get this video out before I got to move on with my day because I just watched a couple of these clips from Liver King after he got released from prison and or jail, and this is actually not funny anymore. Like this is not funny. It's not funny to laugh at. I'm talking. You should be concerned for Rogan, okay? Because when I show you this stuff, like when I show you what he's talking about in here, like this dude's lost it. Okay. I'm going to give you an example right here just to capture your attention. Okay. Real quick, right out of the gate, 30 seconds into this video. Watch this.
See if we can get this one right. I'm going to make a bunch of videos this week, and then I'm not going to make them for a long while. Then I'll make some more again.
What is that supposed to mean? Like, what's that supposed to mean exactly? I'm going to make a lot of videos this week, then I'm not going to make them for a while, and then I'll make for a long while, then I'll make some again.
See if we can get this one right. I'm going to make a bunch of videos this week, and then I'm not going to make them for a long while, then I'll make some more again.
That's the whole reel. Okay. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that concerned me because I had also seen the ones that he did right before this, where he will not stop talking about Rogan, okay? He's got a restraining order. Like, Joe Rogan has a restraining order against him now, okay? He's not allowed to come within 200 yards of Rogan, and he's also not allowed to talk about Rogan on his channel, okay? Like, there's no question about this. This is verified, okay? And let me show you how he took that advice, okay? So look at right here. You can see this is where he got arrested, right? This one right here. Okay, well, so here's him right after he gets out. And by the way, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I would appreciate it if you guys would do that. Like this video. We're handshaking it. You're going to like the video, and you're going to subscribe to my channel if you watch my content. Good. Look at that, dude. We're all doing this together. Okay, but in all seriousness, watch this. This is after he got out. We're going to watch all of these.
Instagram Live. I hope that it's working live, because live is more interesting when you live life in real time. It's great. Thank you for all the prayers, by the way, people praying for me. And you should also pray for yourself, pray for your family, lock that down, fist bump pound, lock it down. You should do all that. I am going to the Capitol. I'm already in the Capitol, but we're going to, like,
keep in mind, he is legally not allowed to talk about Joe Rogan. Okay.
Capitol, the location. And I've been given the gift of a restraining order just recently. And so if anybody knows if someone else whose first name rhymes with blow, whose last name is Rogan, I'm not allowed to say it for copyright. I might sue you about you're not allowed to laugh. I'll sue you. I'll put you in jail on that one too. If anybody knows if he's around the Capitol, there's a restraining. I'm not allowed to say that either. Just let me know if he'll be within 200 yards. How do I say this without saying, oh, this is tough. I know now it looked really smart. My name is Liver King. I earned that name. I'm a real king. I'm going to the Capitol of Austin with my dogs, axe and mace. I'm inviting my queen to be there with me. I hope she comes. It's not my intent to fight with anybody at that time. I have a different plan there. It's like when you set a precedent in court and people say things like...
So right there, threat. Okay. I don't have any I'm going to the Capitol. I don't have any intention of fighting with anyone there. I have a different plan for that. Okay. Now I fast forwarded you to like 6 videos later where he says, I'm going to make a lot of videos this week. Then I'm not going to make any for a very long while. Okay. That is like one of the most ominous threats I've ever heard. If you know he went there to go attack Joe Rogan or whatever he thinks he's doing, you know, let's continue.
Versus, you know, like Rogan versus Liver King. We're going to try and work on that law in principle. Bullies being big shouldn't be allowed to get away with, like, not good and true. If it's good and true, you should be able to get away with it. But Rogan versus Liver King, again, it's not what you think. I'm talking about the filmmaker, the funny, the actual genius comedian, good and true. That guy's good and true. I'll pick a funny fight with him. So we're gonna go there for that reason. But
you're gonna go where, dude? You're not allowed within 200 yards of him. Why are you even talking about him? You literally got a restraining order where they told you you're not legally not allowed to talk about him. Okay? And dude, spoiler, just a little quick aside, spoiler, Rogan didn't do anything to you, guy. Rogan did literally nothing to you. All he said was that it was obvious that a person with your physique at your age has to be using gear, which you were. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Rogan didn't wrong you, okay? Like, I realize things might be a little bit scrambled up there right now, but dude, like, Rogan didn't do anything to you. If you want to, like, if you want to be mad at somebody and you want to be mad at more plates, more dates, I can understand that. That I can understand, okay? You had a private interaction with the guy and he betrayed your one-on-one conversation with him and outed you that you were actually on steroids, okay? Now, listen, I know I don't have a lot of people who are on the same team as me on this one, but I don't like that. I got to be honest. I've been honest about that from the very beginning. That like when Derek from More Plates, More Dates put that out, I was like, dude, that's pretty fucked up, dude. That's a one-on-one conversation, and this guy is like, you know, he's doing a thing, like he's marketing a product. Okay, he's not doing anything different than every single supplement company has done from time immemorial. They put some guy who's on gear in their marketing and they go, oh, look, ISO Pure protein. It's like, oh yeah, hey, that guy's just on ISO Pure, huh? It's like exactly what everybody always does. Now, is it a little bit of a gray area because he has this whole kind of program around it, you know, the primal tenets and all that stuff? See, the thing is, the way I looked at it is I'm like, what's he actually saying? Like, what's he teaching? Okay, and what he's teaching, these are good messages. Like what Liver King was actually saying in his, you know, ancestral tenets thing, that was good information. Helpful to people if they would have followed it. So to me, it's like, oh, okay, you gave him a little bit of false hope that if they do all this, that they're going to look like him. Well, okay, like a sucker's born every minute. But if the benefits outweigh the negative, which is like, oh, I'll never be as big, you know, Liver King. It's like, who cares? Why are you going to blow him up like that? Okay, I didn't like that. I don't like rats, dude. Okay, I'm not saying Derek's a rat, but it's like, you know, it's like rat adjacent, you know. But Rogan, what the fuck did Rogan do? He didn't do anything. So this whole thing is insane.
200 yards. Restrain myself I must do. If anybody, here's how we do it. If anybody's last name is Rogan and you're in the capital of Austin, Texas, like Capitol Hill stuff place, like where they make laws like Rogan versus Liver King, where bullies that are big, that don't just do good and true, are held accountable. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay, cool. So Rogan's a bully. Rogan's a big bully that's not being held accountable. You're gonna hold him accountable, huh? You're gonna hold Rogan accountable, and then you're gonna do a lot of filming, and then you're not gonna come back and film for a long time. Like, just for the record, you guys, if it sounds like I'm on Team Liver King in this situation, I hope I'm making crystal clear. Like, this is way beyond any of the stuff that we talked about before. This is the reason that, candidly, like, you know, you see these stories about like women who are like, what am I supposed to do? You know, they call the cops and they're like, he's saying he's going to kill me. And they're like, well, he hasn't really done anything. And they're like, but he says he's going to kill me. And they're like, well, there's nothing really we can do. You can file a restraining order. You could do dirt. And the girls are like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. That's this situation. Okay. You got a crazy guy who is making direct, are you kidding me? Am I mishearing what he's saying? Okay. Like, what, Rogan has a lot of security, but there's no reason Rogan should have to deal with his shit. Okay. This isn't like oh, Rogan, man up. Dude, why should he have to? Why should he have to deal with this? Why should he have to be concerned if some guy's going to go after his family? You know what I mean? Like, why should he have to be worried about if his security guard is going to have to kill the Liver King if the Liver King comes with a gun and tries to come after him? Like, why should he have to deal with this? This is insanity. He's not even close to done, dude.
So if you don't mind, just don't be there for a little while within 200 yards. Oh, how about this? If your first name starts with a J and the last name is Rogan, announce yourself. if you're at Capitol. In the actual Capitol, like where it looks really cool. Where is it at? Where are you at, Capitol? That's where we're going. Somewhere. I don't know if I can see it. Yeah, boy! That's how.
Like, you're acting like you got done wrong. You started making a bunch of crazy threats at a person you don't know, and then you came to his town announcing that you're going to come find him. And you look like you're on drugs. And you look like you're unpredictable. So he filed a restraining order. Like, you're not a victim here, dude.
All roads actually bleed when you're barbarian. So we're going to go there, and I invite everyone else to come. The news should be there. But if your first name starts with a J and the last name is Rogan, I actually do invite your family, and I take it back. I invite you to come to meet my family. That's what I invite. But because of these things,
oops, he has an ankle monitor on. So, listen, I think if we've learned anything, don't come and publicly try to fucking challenge Joe Rogan in Austin. You know, it's like, dude, he's going to take every precaution, and now you have an ankle bracelet on. So that's
ankle monitor, stuff like that. And because of the law, I can't invite you to do that. Not tonight. Not until after July, this date, after these things are resolved, which I can't say.
So there you go. Not until I resolve these things with more plates, more dates, and Joe Rogan. Like, if anybody thinks that it's impossible that his plan is to kill all these guys, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. I mean, I'm not saying that it necessarily is, but if it is, he's being pretty ominous, dude. And you think that he's not the kind of guy that would bring his entire like group with him, you know, to film the whole thing. Like, he thinks is a good, like a person who's wired like him thinks that this is a good idea. And if he's going to do this, like, you think it's out of the realm of possibility that he's like, I'm going to make a whole thing of this. They're not going to realize what I'm going to do until we actually get there. You know what I mean? He has guns on him. We saw them in the videos.
After then everyone is invited, but just tonight I'm going to invite the news, any news who wants to come. Actually, I invite the whole world to join live in real time. I invite everybody, especially Texans. Texas is cool. Welcome to Texas, Rogan. You're from another place, I think. Where are you from?
You are not allowed to talk about him on the internet, dude. Like, you literally are legally not allowed to be talking about him.
California, I don't know. I think so. But now you moved here recently, and I'm from here. I was born on a naval air base, military family I come from, but predominantly in Texas. Actually, 99% of my life lived here in Texas, maybe more. Military bases, Lackland Air Force Base, yeah, boy, Fort Sam Houston. Many trips to Woodford Hall. That's how we do it in Texas. Welcome to Texas, Joe Rogan. Oh, fuck. How do I say that, not get in trouble? If anybody is watching this live and not recording it, if you could just edit that last part out.
Hey, and then he posted it on his own Instagram, where he's talked about Rogan the whole time against the orders of the legal, the criminal thing that he is now. You got arrested and they put an ankle monitor on you and they told you are not allowed to talk about Rogan on the internet. And then this is the very first thing that you did.
So there's not a copyright.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, if you're Rogan, you trust that this unhinged fucking lunatic is not going to come after you? It's like the legal system is involved now. Okay, I know he got arrested in Poland or whatever, but like, you have the American legal system in this right now. They arrested you last night. They gave you a piece of paper that says you are not allowed within 200 yards of this guy. You are not allowed to talk about him. You have an ankle monitor on so we can know where you are all the time. And he's all, okay. And they're all, so you can't talk about him on the internet. He's like, got it. And then he comes up, does this immediately. And then the next morning, like the one I just showed you, which we're going to look at again, he's like, I'm going to do a lot of filming this week, then not for a long time. And you're like, I mean, I only know how to read that I'm going to go to prison after this. And I know it. And dude, look at how insane he looks in that video, dude. Look at this. Like, this is the, I mean, look at his face. Like, what's on his face, man? Like, what is on his face?
We can get this one right. I'm going to make a bunch of videos this week, and then I'm not going to make them for a long while, then I'll make some more again.
Right? Is there any other way to read that other than, like, I'm planning on going to prison? What's this one?
I'll tell you, you're at the hotel, Four Seasons, and you don't have a real kitchen. It's a charlatan Liver King kitchen. And then, so, where are the heating elements? You can ask for the hot box.
Oh, my God. Look at this comment, dude. Look at this comment. I am Joe Rogan living in your walls. Find and fight me. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Okay. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Okay. That's a meth reference, guys. You know, like, hysterical meth people, like, oh, there's someone in the walls. Okay. Let's see what else he said since getting back from his trip to the Capitol.
Winding down the night with a closing prayer on a vibration plate, holding three sources of our Almighty Father, fire energy of the sun, one behind, two in front. Golden ratio, you might call it. Thank you, dear God, for right now. Thank you for this night, Mother Moon, your majesty. Thank you for the night and the rest. The sun, fire energy of the sun, the light, the might, to light the fire.
Hey! Destroyer Photography, what's up, bro? Hey, that's my boy right there. Destroyer Photography is my boy. Look at you, dude, on the top. Oh, that's probably why they're showing it to me, actually. I just realized. I was like, hey, I know that fucking guy. That's probably why you're on the top of the comments list. But, okay, first of all, let me say one other thing. So I just realized something. That, like, the one that we watched was the very first thing that he put out when he got back from jail. Okay, like, this is a simple equation, okay? If you're in your right mind and you had no bad intentions when you were coming to do whatever you were doing with Joe Rogan, okay, like, this is simple. Everybody would have done the same thing, okay? You go onto your Instagram and you're like, okay, I know I'm not supposed to talk about Rogan, but you make a thing and you're like, Rogan, we have a massive misunderstanding, dude. This was a shtick, man. I was joking around. Like, I was joking around. Like, I made a fucking shirt, dude. Like, I made a shirt. And if you guys missed that, okay, during these ones here, right there, look at that. That's a shirt. That's JRE versus Liver King. Like, he made a shirt about it. You know, I'd be like, dude, I made shirts, man. Okay, you don't need a restraining order. I'm not going to hurt you, dude. Like, this is out of hand. No, instead, he did what he did, right? Where he makes a bunch of ominous threats and then closes the night out with, I'm going to make a bunch of videos and then probably not for a long time. Not for a long time after that. What else? Okay.
Here's what Liver King's having for dinner, you guys. We got, these are top bone. Oh, whoa. Look at what we're about. We're going to the Capitol here in just a minute. But before we do, I just got to shower so I look so handsome because I just had to wash the jail off of me. And now it's gone. And now look what I get a feast on. Boom. Boom. One for me, one for the... Oh, Christian sharing also because it's way more than we could eat. Trust me, I weigh 178 pounds. Fight weight. These are treats for the boys, Action Mace. Here's what Liver King you don't want me to show you right now, do you?
Another thing about the fight. 178 pounds.
Liver Queen. We have Christian King here. We have who's not George. What's your name again, brother?
My name is Mike.
Mike, he's right here. Can I show you?
Yeah, please, of course.
This is Mike. Are you in there?
What's going on, guys? How are we doing?
Mike at the Four Seasons. He's making his first Axe Mace. Come, boys.
I will say it again. You want to go 5 stars in Austin, Texas, you go to the Fairmont, dude.
And then Axe and Mace Champion. This is what we're about to get down on. King time. Here's what Liver King.
Okay, what about this one?
I just blew it out. I should have got that one on there, right? That looks kind of cool. I was like, let's do it again. King time.
Okay, you guys get the point, dude. Last time. If you're Joe Rogan, how comfortable do you feel after he puts this up?
See if we can get this one right. I'm going to make a bunch of videos this week, and then I'm not going to make them for a long while. Then I'll make some more again.
Anyway, that's what I got for today. Subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. Love you guys. Bye-bye.